Hey folks, I just want to think back. Let me climb up this stool. I was going to try to help you guys. I knew some of you said you didn't know how to sharpen knives. I'm not no expert, but I can sharpen one. I'm just going to try to show you the ways I know how. And I don't know how well this camera's picking it up or not. I got it kind of rigged up in here, but if you get a chance to get one of these blocks, I got mine at Harbor Freight. You can order them out of Smoky Mountain Knife Works or different places. This one here is called a diamond knife. If you get a chance to get one like this, it's got the four-sided block in it. It's got four different grits on it. These are my favorite ones. I've taught a lot of people how to sharpen knives using these diamond blocks. Excuse me. But these are one of the easiest ones I've seen to show people how to do that's not familiar with sharpening knives. It's easier to use these than it is a wet rock. For me to show people anyway. It's maybe easier once you learn how with wet rock, but to learn until you get good at it, these are easier to use. But I got a couple knives here. I'm hoping they're not that sharp. I don't have much hair left on my arm. If you can see that one there, it's not sharpened. I mean, it's sharp, but it's not sharp enough. It won't shave my arm. There's no hair or nothing on it. Okay. This here is a 400 grit. I want to start out here on 400 grit. And you want to take the angle of your knife, the angle of your blade. You're cutting it here, the angle of it. And you want to keep that same angle on your sharpening stone. And as you bring it across, you don't tip it up. Don't cut into your sharpening stone. Keep it at the same angle. Just hold it straight all the way across. And you swipe this way, and then you swipe the opposite way. Don't do it hard. Just let it glide across the top of it. Just back and forth. And you don't want to give it too much. You don't want to tilt it too much back because you'll scratch your blade. You just want to keep the same consistency of the angle of the blade. It's best to practice one of these with an old knife first, an old junk knife or something. Practice with it until you don't start out with your good knives. Until you get used to it, you'll run it. And you want to sharpen it, bring it from the back of your cutting edge or wherever you want it sharp, all the way across. Don't pick it up, just keep it flat. Just keep the same angle like that there. Just keep working it back and forward. Sometimes it can take a while, just depends on how dull your knife is. But just keep working it like that. So these stones here, they cut pretty good. So they don't take a real long time. If you've got a real dull knife, start down there on like the 200 grit, if it's a real dull knife. But if you've got like a case brand knife or a high carbon steel, they usually sharpen fairly quick. This one here is an old queen, but these old queens, I've always had pretty good luck with them sharpening it pretty good. And just keep going back and forth. And it's just a process, but if you want to get a knife like a razor, when you get done with this, or when I get done with this here, you'll be able to shave with it. But just keep working at it. Like I said, just a little bit of pressure, just back and forth. And just make sure you get your whole blade, your tip and everything, otherwise you'll have a sharp blade and a dull tip. But don't apply too much pressure, and like I said, you keep your same angle in there. Keep working it back and forth. And it's getting there. Not too bad. Now I'm going to hit it a couple more times and we'll change the grid on here. I'll talk to you about something else while I'm doing this so it don't get boring in the video. I was watching a video earlier on Law and Crime Network, I think it was. It's a guy from Australia. Used to be on the BBC network, I think, and Animal Planet and some other shows. I guess he was some kind of celebrity. Imagine that, but some kind of a celebrity. And the guy had been arrested, I think 2022, I believe it was, may have been 21, somewhere around there. But he'd been arrested for crocodiles. Not the crocodile hunter neither, it was not him, this was a different guy. But this was a guy who worked with crocodiles. He's like an animal specialist, I can't think what they call him. But anyways, he'd been arrested for raping and torturing 48 dogs. I said that right, you heard it right. He raped and tortured 48 dogs. Now, I'm not the brightest person. I know I didn't grow up in no city. I grew up in the country, but I mean, I don't know about the city folk, but around here in the country, I don't know a whole lot of people that find dogs attractive, let alone any other kind of animal. But I mean, to each its own, whatever floats your boat. But I mean, it's one thing if you find animals attractive. I mean, you do it on your own time, and I ain't got to see it. You know, other people ain't got to do it. You do what you do on your own time. It's your own business. That don't mean it's a little weird, or it ain't a little weird. But anyhow, why was the point of the torturing the animal? That's, I mean, torture enough was having sex with it. That's enough torture for the animal, but he literally tortured and killed the animal, they said, and videotaped it and sold it on the internet. And he had not only sold it on the internet, he had a big following on his internet thing. It wasn't YouTube, but it was some other Telegram, something he was recording somewhere, kind of like a child porn. As a matter of fact, they found him with child porn too, is what they said. But anyways, we went to the 600 right now. But yeah, that guy was in Australia. Like I said, he was convicted and sentenced to prison. I think he got 10 years, best I remember. And I think it was on the Law and Crime Network. But anyways, I got indigestion, sorry about that. But he was arrested and doing 10 years in prison for raping and killing, torturing 48 dogs. And he was getting the dogs from people on the marketplace, is what they said. People was giving them to him for him to take them to a better home, knowing that he worked with animals. So they thought that, it would be he'd be a good guy. Their animals would be going to a good home. And he was taking them home to his camper and I guess putting on a little Barry Manilow and getting down with them and then torturing them and then killing them in the meantime. I mean, I don't know. Some of the things that happens nowadays, I just don't get. I don't know. That's why I stay to myself. I've never really been out in public or in the woods, or I've never really been anywhere and just sat there and thought to myself, as the dog walks by, man, I just can't control myself. That poodle just, really does it for me. To me, I just don't see the concept of it. But like I said, I guess different people's attracted to different things, but I don't know. Maybe some of you guys out there, if you comment down below, maybe some of you out there that watch this video, maybe you have a thing for animals. I don't know. If you do, comment below and let me know what the ordeal is with it, or what it is that about the animal that attracts it. Is it the tail, the paw, the fur? I mean, what is it? I'm not trying to be mean. I just don't understand it. It's a totally different species. You don't really see that in nature. I mean, I don't know if it's a mental illness or what. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just puzzles me with like a lot of other things in this world anymore. That's why I stay to myself. There's just so much stuff anymore doesn't make much sense to me. So I figured it's best for me to just stay with myself and stay away from society as much as I can. And I do my thing and let them do their thing. And so far it seems to work out. That's how I stay out of trouble. We're getting a little edge on there. Let's see if we can show you with it now. It might hurt to be a little sharper, but let's see if we can get this up there for you. You can see that? You can see that hair rolling up there on that blade. If you guys can see that or not, but there's just some hair over there, and I have hair all over the counter here. But that's all it takes to sharpen one, folks. There ain't much to it. But there's your hair. Up there, right there. I'll end up having the floor, and then I'll be in trouble. But like I said, that's all there is. And like I said, these diamond blocks here, they're not very much. I'm wanting to say I'd give like $12 for something like that for this thing, and that's probably been 10 years ago or longer. And I've sharpened many knives for myself and for other people on the same block. And I'm still using it. It's not in the best of shape, but it still works just fine. But like I said, this one here is called Diamond Life. It's item 92867 is the number on this one. And this one goes from 200 grit up to 600 grit. You just flip your block over to whichever grit you want. But always try to finish off with 600 grit. That really smooths it out. But like I said, sometimes it takes a little bit of time. You have to be patient with it. But if you just do like I showed you, just keep going back and forth and hold your angle the same. Just go slow. Keep your hands out of the way. Don't cut yourself. Just keep going slow, back and forth, and be patient with it. And when you get done, time you get up to this 600 grit and finish your last few strokes on there, you'll be able to shave your face or shave your hair, wherever you want to shave with it. It's just like a razor blade. But you can take that knife, as long as you're careful, that if you know what you're doing, you can take that knife, it's sharp enough to where you can shave your face with it. I mean, it's just like a razor now. You can do shave whatever you want with it. Anyways, if you like the video or if you learned anything, like and subscribe, and got any comments, throw them down below. Let me know what you think about the guy that's got the fantasies with the dogs. I got to climb up on a step stool here to turn my phone off. It's hanging overhead here above me to stop the video. But anyways, like and subscribe, or comment below on the video. Let me know what you think about the dog lover. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.